Hey y'all, it's Ashley and I'm back with the scrapbook and project life process video for you guys using the September 2016 HIP kits. And I'm starting with a 9x12 spread for my project life album. And my second project is actually going to be a 8.5 by 11 insert for my project life album as well. This is going to be my last project, or my last two projects with this kit, as I'm going to be starting to use the October kits. We just got those in, so I cannot wait to get started. Excuse me. So this is week 38 continued, and I'm starting by just kind of picking out my cards, but also looking at what papers I want to use because I have run out of my 4x6 cards. I have plenty of 3x4 cards left, but I used pretty much like all of the 4x6 cards on my last several spreads, and so I don't have any of those left, but it's so easy just to cut up your own from the pattern paper kit. So that's what I did. And here you'll see that I've hopped a little bit forward because I wanted to do my journaling off camera. And so I took one of those frames from the Gather collection and I just stuck that through my typewriter and I typed right onto that, and I love the way that turned out. And then with the other little pieces of journaling, I just simply put our the pink paper, cardstock paper from the cardstock add-on kit. I cut it up and put that through my typewriter and typed on just some notes, and then used my various punches, like my ticket punch and stuff, to punch those out so that I can add those to my different cards. And you'll see that that bottom card that has the circle that says makes me happy, that actually came from a Project Life card. Those are exclusive that come in our kit, or in our Project Life kit. And that came from a card, but I punched it out with a circle because I loved that element and I didn't want it to get covered up. And I wanted to use it, so I went ahead and used it on this spread. And then at the very top, I also cut that card up. I also cut up a card and used that on alongside that picture as well. So I'm using chipboard pieces from the Cute Girl collection as well as from the Gather collection, and I'm just kind of decorating my photos, and that's pretty much all that I do, with the exception of I do add like a couple little elements from that middle card where I use the Collect app, just to type up some journaling onto that and print it out just straight onto my photo paper. And here's where I realized that I had that 3x3 photo, but I actually didn't have it mounted on a card. And so I cut that up, and then I'm just going to adhere that right to that yellow card. And I think I'm going to call it done. The next thing I'm going to work on is my 8.5 by 11 spread, and I jumped right into it because I already knew that I loved, the reason I'm adding this into my Project Life album is because these three photos I wanted in the album, but I didn't have enough room for them in that spread, and I didn't want to do a whole other spread just for these pictures. So what I decided to do was just add them all onto one layout, and I hardly ever do an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I struggled big time with this, and I fiddle with it for quite a while, and then I finally get the placement the way that I want it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't love the way that this layout turned out. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but I think probably in one of the challenges actually was to use multiple photos, and I love to use multiple photos whenever I get that opportunity to do that. But it is a challenge for me, and so I liked that I had the challenge, but I still struggled with it, and using them on an 8.5 by 11 layout kind of made it even more difficult because I'm not used to doing those layouts. So far I know that I've wanted to add pattern paper in the corners, which I've done, and that is from those pieces are from the Gather collection. And I've also taken a couple of ephemera pieces from the Gather collection as well, and I mostly use that collection. I don't think I use any other collections as far as like ephemera goes. If I do, I'll point those out. And then trying to get the placement right on that middle photo. I can't quite get that straight because every time I tuck something underneath, it moves that photo. And I'm still kind of tucking bits and pieces underneath the photos, and I do like the way this turns out. I just don't love it. And there are some layouts that I just like, and then there's other layouts that I love, and and there are some that I can't stand to even look at that I want to just trash. And so um, that's just the way it is sometimes, and I'm totally accepting of that. And so um, I kind of just learned from what I didn't like, and I try not to like repeat that. And other times I really do want to try new things. So I'm glad that this challenge of using multiple photos kind of helped me step out of my comfort zone. I know I say that a lot, but so I'm still tucking things in at this point, and I'm pulling different pieces from the chipboard sticker sheet. As you can see on that sheet, I don't have much of it left. I've used quite a bit of pieces from that. And this was a birthday party that we went to, so I titled it Celebrate, and I went ahead and used the Indigo Hills Pink Fresh Studio Alphas. And then now I'm pulling from the Gather collection. Those are foil phrase and word stickers. And I used a couple just to kind of bring that title down a little bit, or bring some sort of element down to the bottom right hand side. And then I just used my tab punch. No, I didn't. I used my tab punch earlier. I just cut something out that I think I liked something that said hello, or some sort of word on a card, and so I just cut that out and tucked that in. And then I felt like I needed to break up all of that blockiness, and so I just punched a circle and simply added foam and popped it up. And then that's pretty much it. I do like it, like I said. And here's my Project Life layout. That's week 38 continued, and there's a close-up for you. And then here is the layout that I was talking about. And overall, I think it turned out okay. I hope you guys have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions.